Hello to all my change makers out there. We've got another amazing interview today. And oh my goodness, I mean, we've been interviewing people from all around the world, but I think this might be the first time that we're interviewing somebody who lives in the States, but is heavily involved in impacting people in another part of the world. So, welcome to the Celebrating Changemakers stage, Ms. Beverly Beach. Please tell us about who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
Well, thank you for this opportunity. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the opportunity to share what wonderful people we have met in Haiti. Now,
Wow.
when most people think of Haiti, they think of all the things they hear on the news. But you know what? There are so many people that are so different. You would never know that's what's going on underneath all
Mm.
the things that we hear in the news. Now, not to say it's not terrible, but there are so many good people, and they are wonderful people.
Wow. Wow. And I remember you talking about being involved in construction and such. Was that how you ended up getting involved with the people of Haiti?
Oh my goodness, yes. After the first earthquake in 2010, this is exactly what happened. I said, well, a family needs more than a house. They need a community. So
Mm.
the Lord put a lady in Arizona. Now I am in Idaho. And this
Okay.
lady in Arizona, she was sitting at a table next to another individual, and he said, "You've got to meet my friend." This was a house builder down in Arizona. So anyway, we communicated. She had the skill building things for building the agriculture part of it, and I had to build the skills for community building and putting the infrastructure put together.
Hmm.
So we formed to build a village, and that's all families wanted. Our name is to build a village, and um, it it's because every family and every community that I went to in Haiti, and I've been down there for 4 different times, when I would go into them and we would sit in a picture or in a meeting, and that's all the people wanted is they wanted their families to have their place back. They wanted to be self-reliant. They wanted to take care of their families and have a safe place to live. Truly, that's what it's about.
And I know, we all know that when disasters happen, there's times when people really need the hand up, or the hand out, but then also the hand up so they can get back to some sort of sustainability. And that seems to be a lot about what you're really about.
That's really what we are about. Um, we have four goals in mind.
Hmm.
One is that in order to build a foundation, okay, let me put this as another way. Threads of a fabric. I want you to think of a piece of fabric,
Hmm.
and it has many threads in it, many colors, and many things. And what
Hmm.
happens when there is one of those cut? What happens to it?
It unravels.
It unravels. Well, that's exactly what happened in Haiti when the devastation of 2010 earthquake hit. It
Mm.
So many people were affected, so many locations, and the infrastructure really fell apart. So, part of what we do in regenerative agriculture is you build a foundation, and that
Mm.
is through mapping of the watershed from the top of the mountains to the down into the valleys. And what you do is you figure out what that data tells what is needed and where to put specific things, even like your roads, how to do a road that will so that it's not getting washed out, and that you know how to put barriers to prevent erosion. Now, that's the kind of thing that we build a stability. And the Minister of the Environment from the Northwest Department said, "Oh, this is exactly what I want. I need this done." He said, "I can then tell an organization, I don't really need this project, but I do need this project. Could you help me with it?" And that it'll make that watershed so that it's effective for the people in the valley. And it starts to build what we call an aquifer. In other
Okay.
words, the water that's in the land. And it allows it to, because that's an issue. Rivers don't flow when you don't have water that has seeped through from above.
Mm.
So that's part of the foundation. And what's really interesting is that after that earthquake, there was such a need for food that organizations a lot of times forgot that, that we had farmers that could be used. And their food went to waste. In fact, there was even one part where they couldn't, they had, what do you call them? They had vouchers, but those vouchers couldn't be used for farmers in Haiti. They could only be done from the Dominican or from an organization in the United States. And so it really devastated that section of people.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, there were 20% used in the 1980s. There were 20% of the food that was came in from Haiti, but in the last few years, 55 to 60% of the food was being imported. Now, Haiti has 3 growing seasons, so they have the ability to support and their people and provide the food. So this is where we're at. And but what happens is you build that watershed, and it's, as you didn't see, is the Dominican side still has all the trees, which is what helps water. And then the Haiti has taken and cut down their trees. So consequently, the deforestation has changed their ecosystem, their land, their water. So they don't have what they used to have in the summer months. The rain is not there when the summer heat, so their plants are gone. And they never had to ever have an irrigation system like I do in Idaho. They always had the rain, and their land was such that it absorbed the water and was able to provide for the families. But that has been taken away from the country. And so building that way, one thing is what starts what we do in Haiti. Then the second part is working with the farmers. We have created a 72-book series and it's in Creole and English. Wow. And it is designed to I wrote the word down, so I got to find it. No, it helps the community to build skill building classes. That's what I would like to say. Skill building classes that helps them remind and have a way to get a regenerative community. In other words, let me just quickly show you these books. Now I'm going to try this, and if it doesn't work, I won't do it again, I promise. So,
it's all good.
Okay. Now let's see. I think I got it this time.
Ooh, look at that. Okay. Yes.
All right. Ecology. That is ecology. And these are both in English and Creole. Mm-hmm. And so, wow. Let me just show you a few pages. And I'll probably have to hit this share again. And
I see it.
We have the first page is have an opportunity. Now, do you still see it?
I do. I can see the pages turn.
All right. So you can see that going along. And
yep.
Now, if it comes up like it's supposed to.
Probably takes a little bit to load. Yep. There you go. I can see them now.
And this talks about ecology all the way through. And it gives a picture and an example of so that the students and the farmers can really relate to what every little aspect of the land. In other words, it's not just the biology, it's not just the ecology, it's not just the geography that takes and becomes what is called regreening of Haiti and the agriculture and what affects it. And so this is an opportunity. And these books are being done and used by what we call our Green Club. And since I last spoke with you, we've had our celebration for a grand opening. We have been invited by the Minister of the Environment to be a part of the Mangrove Project. And these students are just so excited about life. I just cannot tell you the joy that comes in. And I have to share one little, because now you've seen the books, there's 72 book series. I'd love for anybody to go through and look at them and enjoy them. But this one, I have to show you this little song by our students now. With any luck at all?
All right.
Do you see
I see that. Yep. Fortunately, I'm not hearing it. I can see it. Wow.
The kids, the students, I shouldn't call them kids, the students made up their song that went along with ecology. And they just literally, they have just changed. They're doing presentations and about the subject. And so, like I say, they feel like there is just joy that's come into their lives. And the farmers have also taking this same classes on their own, but we've created presentations and about communities that care. And so it's just, there are 12 points to it. And when you have money that stays in the community and works within the community, now just for this kind of a lesson, they say that if every dollar spent in a community circles within that community 7 times between doctors and stores and whatever. Wow. And when big box stores in the United States, and it takes those funds out of the community, then that circulation is missed, and it does not allow the community to build itself. And when I spoke with the Minister of the Environment, he is so excited. He says, this is exactly what we want in our community. And I have to say that Nito, who is the teacher and the director for our Green Club, and he is so good. He just is so good. But between the two of them, you can just see the joy and the hope that comes in. And we have also started classes with the farmers. I had 60 students in my class. They are my core teachers. And the core teachers will be able to take and do it out to our 60,000 farmers. Wow. And there'll be more core teachers. But anyway, they don't want to get off of the computer. They want to talk and talk. Class can go for 2.5 or 3 hours, until I said one day, my husband would like us to have dinner or something. And they says, well, we guess you need to go to visit with your husband. But, they're excited to learn these skill building processes. They're excited to know that they can have an opportunity to rebuild the soil and the land and have classes to do it. And there's an organization called Trees for Food, that is going to provide 1,000 trees for us to put out in the community. And a part of that, we will get to be able to make flour out of the breadfruit and to be able to use that good food to build the nutrition for students at school. And it just, many hands and many pieces of thread are those pieces of thread. The one last part that we're working on is the waste management and the gang problem. We have spoken with several gang members, and they have a great desire to have a job and an education. And with our waste management project, they can do that. They can come in. They're willing to uh, pick up garbage for
Mhm.
$10 or $15 a day and a meal, and then they're required to take an hour's worth of class every day for education. The books that we've already created, and they would leave the gang in a heartbeat
Mm.
if they had this available.
I
So
love
that's
awesome.
our subjects,
Oh,
and we have good partners, many partners,
did
and
you still have something to share, or can you stop the screen share?
oh, I probably can.
Good. Would love to see your smiling face again. There we go.
See, I could see myself up there, but I I could see my. I thought there, but anyway, you know, I just have to say this is a great opportunity, and if anybody wants to donate, we could use if a couple thousand people would like to donate just $10 a month, the difference that it
Mhm.
would make for families
Mm.
uh, and for farmers, for the students,
Mhm.
and we do have many projects that can be funded. We have the farmers in Moreau's would like to just need seeds. That's a $20,000 project.
Wow.
Um, and there is the whole Combit group
Mhm.
uh, that there's 250 churches with approximately anywhere from 200 to 1,000 people in each of the churches.
Wow.
And again, just seeds. And one of they are doing some, but we
Mhm.
would like to add good protein type of things through fish farms and subsistence farms just to rebuild because erosion is a terrible problem
Mhm.
and um, and
Wow.
taking away that soil. So we have a whole education on classes that will help rebuild and do the kinds of things that would build like you would never hear a banana circle but they are ways to capture water. He holds the water in and you can put many plants around it that can help each other so that like the bean stalks might go or how they will go up the corn and have but they'll work together as a companion planting. And if you compost and put mulch around your plants, you can protect it from the water. And so this is the kinds of teaching that we are doing, and just
Wow.
getting this into the hands of our farmers and
Mhm.
being able to grow. And then we are applying to provide food for some of the humanitarian organizations. And so
Wow.
we've gotten a $2,600 grant from a group in Kenya, actually, uh,
Wow.
and it will put in internet for our students in our green club and for the farmers and for the school. That's what will be provided. I'm so excited about that. And
Yes.
that, and then there will be compost that will be for our Morose farmers. So those two
Mm.
things will be added, and now we just add the seeds to it. And oh, and then with the trees now being donated, oh,
Mm.
they're just, it's an exciting time.
Yes, yes, sounds like so much is coming together, and I know I've heard you say the word collaboration more than once in the past, so you really do have a collaboration of organizations that's coming together to make all this happen, right?
It is, there is one person can't do it all, nor neither can one
Mhm.
organization. But if many hands or pieces of thread are
Yes.
used to put that fabric back together,
Mhm.
then there will be a fabric that will last, will be resilient, and will have it lift a people into a self-reliant people.
I love that. That is so amazing. Well, please tell people how can they find your books? How can they find wherever to go and donate to if somebody wanted to donate?
We have our website is called To Build a Village, www.tobuildavillage.org.
Mhm.
And as you go on there is initiatives which would go to grassroots readers. That's what they're called. I don't know how else. There's just you look at initiatives, you look at grassroots leaders, you look at presentations, and those are opportunities. And every place on our website has a make a donation if you want to.
Pick your project, right?
Put your project in there. So anyway, it'd be we'd love to have you donate. If you have any questions, send us an email to buildavillage@gmail. Uh,
Awesome.
I have another one, but I've kind of kept it for my organization so it doesn't get inundated with 10,000 things.
Hear you. I
Um,
hear you.
but if anybody would like to do a fundraiser for us, we'd love that. A couple of
Mhm.
the banks around here in my location have said, send us it and we'll do some things.
Oh,
So,
nice.
anybody that would like to do that, I would love your help. Um,
Mhm.
I will say that we do not, nobody in our organization is a paid person. We all have volunteered,
Mhm.
and even our social media person has volunteered her time. But there again, we
It's
do it because we love Haiti and we
yeah.
want to see it's a clean slate and it's a slate ready to be have a new picture put on it. So
Wow. Wow. Lovely. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come here today and to just share a little bit about this very important work that you're doing. Obviously, it has touched your heart, and you never know, it may touch a few more. So we're happy to be able to be that platform to help give more voice to what you're doing. And please, folks, listen in. And if you're inspired, please reach out to Beverly because you're also here. You're actually here on Facebook as well. If somebody just wanted to reach out to you, right?
yes, I there it is. We have a To Build a Village website or Facebook page. You can go right to Facebook and find To Build a Village dash in Haiti. We're
Okay.
on Instagram and all those kind of things that I have lots of fun with. And
Sure.
but yes, we're on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. You can find me, and my picture is with a little Haitian child. So that is the Beverly Beach has a
Okay.
Haitian child on it. And
Nice. Nice. Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for being here. And thanks to all our change makers for tuning in and finding out what's going on other places in the world, because we know there's just so much work to be done all over the planet. And thank goodness the Lord touched you, Beverly, and got you moving in this direction. So thank you to everybody, and we'll see y'all in the next interview. And thank you again for being with us, Beverly.
well, thank you for giving this platform to us and taking the time to visit. This is
Awesome.
tremendous. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye bye.